Hey, I'm Shane from Shane Smith Law. I'm here today to talk with Thomas, one of our associate attorneys, about one of his recent client victories here. On this particular case, his client was FW, involved in a difficult case, a difficult car crash where he was, looks like, knocked off the road. But Thomas, tell us a little bit about this accident. What took place?
Yeah, Mr. FW, he was driving through Raleigh over close to Crabtree Valley Mall, and he got slowed down. It's that area where everything kind of slows down at Crabtree Valley Mall, and there's like the 4 lanes, and everything's just, it's a mess.
Isn't it amazing how there's spots in each city where everybody who's around there knows this is the spot where stuff happens?
Yeah, it's if you haven't been in an accident there, you probably know somebody who has. And here, somebody was just trucking along, must have been looking at their phone or doing something, not paying attention, and caved in his trunk and pushed him from his driver's seat up into the dashboard, driving his knee into the dashboard, causing some serious injury.
Those are always the collisions back in the day before seatbelts were so required and in such good use, where people's chest cavities would hit the steering wheel. Mm-hmm. You know, those kind of cases where it pushes you all the way forward, they were fatal back then. So that's where seatbelts have saved us.
Wow.
But still, the knee, hitting the dashboard is a good way to cause some injuries there, and my guess is that's what happened here.
Yeah, pretty serious injuries. He was taken to the ER and immobilized his leg with kind of like an air cast.
Okay, yeah.
So he wasn't able to bend that or anything. The next issue we ran into is he didn't have any health insurance, and so he had a pretty significant knee injury.
Yeah.
Pretty mobile guy, athlete in the past, liked to play basketball, and what do we do in terms of getting him the care that he needs?
So what were we able to do for FW?
We were able to get him some treatment on physician liens with a physical therapist, and also connected with an orthopedic surgeon that didn't require health insurance.
Okay.
And
so these are both places that basically were willing to treat him on credit.
Right. Yeah, and say we're going to take the risk that, we might not ever get paid.
Or you're paying $20 a month or $50 a month from now to the end of time, basically.
Yeah, we're gonna do $60,000 to $80,000 worth of treatment on
Wow.
you, and not ever have any guarantee we'll get anything. Like you said, like a payment plan from now until eternity. And they were able to repair his knee, do an arthroscopic surgery.
Okay.
It was the medial meniscus of his left knee. Got him repaired, got him into some physical therapy, and back on his feet.
When you talk about knee injuries, I messed up my knee years ago, and I had almost no care on it. So the idea that, if I went to the ER, they would have air casted and done all this stuff, I'm like, holy cow. I probably made a bunch of bad judgments, I'll say, in my younger days, as a kid, because 20-year-olds want to get back to normal, and looking at probably a lot of different things that would have been better than what I did back then. So, and I ultimately ended up having to have surgery on my knee. So all I did was postpone the inevitable, basically. So I'm glad we were able to get him some care early on, and they fixed it, basically, right?
Yeah, and that's what happened with Mr. W here. He had to move out of state to go care for his father, who was dying in New York. And so he was up there for about a year and some change, having had a surgery recommended. Wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get it, but he eventually came back down here. We got him the surgery, and now he's good again.
And were you able to get him a good settlement with the insurance company?
We were able to max out what we were able to get for him. We got every single dollar that was available through the insurance, which here was $100,000.
Okay. And what did he think about the whole thing?
He was it's $100,000 when you tell somebody that you guys let them have $100,000. They're always really happy, but he was especially happy. He was in a tricky living situation, and
so it was a right money, right time kind of situation,
right money, right time, right place.
And sometimes you look at it and you're like, this is just the perfect time to get this. I don't want to say windfall, because that makes it sound like it's not earned and all that kind of stuff. But it's for the pain and suffering that you went through, but it hits at exactly the right time when it can really help and have the maximum impact on your life.
Exactly. Right when he needed it, it was time to get it done, and we got it done.
Well, it sounds like he was lucky to have you as his lawyer. You're able to get him that surgery on credit and then get the case resolved right when he needed the money the most. Great job. For all of our listeners, hit like and subscribe so you can see more client victories from Shane Smith Law. And remember, if you're in pain, call Shane, 980-999-9999.
In pain, so I call Shane, 980-999-9999. In pain, call Shane.